Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look here at Gala, getting a kind of a lot of requests for this one, so I want to double check, kind of see what's going on. I've got the question a lot, how much lower is this price going to go after pulling back? Well, truth is, Bitcoin is kind of being a bit of a, I don't know how to describe it. This candle wick is insane. I don't know if you saw this here, but we have a 10.5% candle wick in 1 minute from Bitcoin. That is just complete nonsense and shouldn't be tolerated. In fact, Coinbase is shut down. Everything shows zero for everyone's account right now. So that's going to have a bit of an effect on the market. Okay. Now, does that mean things are going to crash? No, it just means the price is likely to pull back because Bitcoin is pulling back now too. 64,000 to 60,000. It wicked all the way down to 56K on some exchanges. So that's what we see here in the last hour. So just so you know, the charts are weird, and these are liquidity grabs, and unfortunately, a lot of longs got stopped out pretty hard. Ideally, they were in profit, of course, but that's why you adjust your stop loss higher as you get into profit. Anyways, conversation for another day. If you want to join our group over here where everyone's going crazy in the community, we took some massive profits here ourselves. We got some nice, this is an OP short there, 24 hours, 24%. But some nice longs here before the crash. Litecoin, 51%, Link, 78%, Atom, 59%, Reef, 101, Doge, 84, XRP, 34, and the list goes on. We took some Crow profits too yesterday as well. So been a solid 24 hours for our community. Congrats again to that. If you are interested in joining, sooner than later, of course, we have limited slots available. Future reference, that's kind of where you're at there. So can't say I didn't warn you. All right, so Gala, what's going on here? Well, we're going to extend out our fibs here a little bit, kind of see where we're at, because this most recent high is now the new low, right there at 3.2. We talked about that previously. And that we can kind of see the price wicked all the way down to this volume profile at 3.3. And 3.3 has always been a pretty strong support range for us. So I would say that 3.2 to 3.3 is going to be a solid support for us as the price continues to pull back. If we do take a look at the bigger picture, of course, we can kind of see that the price action is, we don't want to stay focused too much on the smaller time frame. So why don't we do this here? Let's start with some liquidation, kind of see where we're at. Most liquidation levels are going to be the same. However, this one's different because Gala's been pulling back before Bitcoin went up. So most altcoins are going up where Gala has been going down since then. So what that basically just means is 4 cents even is a pretty strong accumulation of volume for shorts. And then we can see here as well, the longs got liquidated 3.7 pretty hard. So that's where that candle wick was pretty nasty. We saw a lot of those candle wicks pretty much across the board. The whole entire market is just jacked up right now. So we are kind of staying on the sidelines. We got one OP short open, which we're taking profit on. I don't think it's worthwhile getting in and getting too crazy because that FOMO is very real right now. So just be careful buying the top. I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to crash, but just generally speaking, a minor correction from Bitcoin like we're seeing so far is creating catastrophic failures across the market. And it's not really worthwhile to me to trade these kind of conditions, being a little bit more conservative, right? That's just me personally. So these are the last 7 days here. Look back again, just to clarify, 3.25 as that next area liquidation. So we almost got that level swept, but not quite. So you're safe for the moment, but we'll see here in a little bit. So, okay, so that basically just implies that this little area here, 3.25, right here, is the next area of liquidation, okay? So again, close to that level with that wick. Can it keep coming down? Yeah, it will likely pull back, okay? So not saying you just short your shirt off here, but generally speaking, Bitcoin being on the precipice or the edge of disaster, a lot of things can happen. So I don't love shorting the bottom, but once more, this may not be the bottom for Gala. I think we're still likely to continue lower. Taking a look at the daily here, let's double check a few key factors. This is probably going to still exude bullish behavior, and that's kind of how it goes when you have this kind of monumental increase, right? So again, still mostly bullish on everything, but we can see stochastic pulling back finally after plateauing up at 100. We can see RSI is testing 70. We lose 70 there. Strong chance the price continues to pull back. Other than that, everything else looks kind of standard, par for the course here. TD sequential before the pullback here, we were overextended, so no surprise there. Taking a look at the 4 hour, we can see we're down to a 3. Hypothetically, we have another 6 to 8 hours of continuation on the downside. Volume is still high, so you got to keep that in mind. MFI is not dropping, but it is, it is dropping, but it's not plummeting. And what that basically just implies that with us being over 70 in the 4 hour, we're still okay, but we want to kind of be mindful that we have a MACD divergence on the horizon with something, and we could very well see some further downside. So if this level doesn't hold at 3.6, I'm rounding up a little bit, then I think it's probably likely we're going to see further continuation down. But again, based on volume, we can see a strong amount of volume at about 2.8. So that's somewhat of a support range here for us if we do end up losing this 3.25 range. Hourly, let's quickly double check this here. Ichimoku Cloud confirming that we want to shift our momentum, or the momentum has shifted almost officially, where the lagging span is almost free and clear of the price action, basically implying shorts are in play. Conversion lines well below the baseline, shorts are in play. Lagging span, or sorry, correction, the cloud itself is effectively still letting us know that we are quote-unquote bullish or still on the right side of the track. So the long story short here is that you want to wait and be patient. That's why the cloud is awesome. You want to have all three confirming factors before you take a trade. So ideally, in a perfect world, you short at 3.5 instead of shorting right now. Okay? In other words, we want to wait 12 to 24 hours before we get confirmation that we're below the cloud before we take a trade, because it's premature at this point and the price could literally bounce from here. Okay? Again, we're at that 0.618, that golden pocket, so to speak. So we're in a situation where the price action should bounce, but if it doesn't, we wait for confirmation and consider a short a little bit later. That's generally where we're at. So again, is this fantastic? No, definitely not. But if you were in a long position and you've been watching my videos, you would have known that you should have taken profit by now. Okay. So if you're in a situation right now where you were massively in profit, now you're not, I wouldn't say joke's on you, but you got to learn from this, folks. You got to adjust your stop losses higher. You got to make sure that you are in a position to secure profit whenever possible, because we've got a lot of manipulation. It's just kind of the conditions of the market right now. You look at it, Bitcoin, it's in a very curious place, and I do not like it whatsoever. So we're taking very limited action here, honestly. And I know a lot of other people and or communities that are over trading right now. They're just getting destroyed. So again, I think under trading is a better way to go. Patience first. Look for reasons not to take a trade instead of to take one. We've exuded a lot of bullish behavior in larger time frames, but smaller time frames are shifting momentum here, specifically with Gala. We're almost to that point where it might be worth considering shorting. Now, I know. You're probably the kind of person that shorted the top and you're in profit right now, so you're awesome, right? That's okay. I hope that is the case for you. But on the same accord, you're much better off taking a short position when you have confirmation instead of just blindly jumping in. So if you blindly jumped in, congrats on that. But that will never work consistently. So just a heads up on that. Friendly advice: be careful just jumping in and out willy-nilly based on feelings. Feelings don't mean nothing in this market, or anything rather. However you want to look at it, it's not great. All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, I'm sorry. One last thing. Gala, tradable on Bitunix as of the first of the month. They're adding a lot of new trading pairs. Link down below. CryptoCash.tag if you want to join our trading community as well. Got a lot of new members coming over. Nice rewards if you use my link to register here for Bitunix. No KYC or VPN. Great for US Canadian members. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Greatly appreciate it again. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you soon.